Right, this is a quick walk around video for a Mercedes. It's a C180 SE compressor coupe, 2007 with 91,300 miles recorded. Car's in very nice condition. It really is. It's one of the more genuine, more original ones you'll see. Any marks in the car are very minor indeed. I'll just go around the front here. There's not really much to be seen on there. All the lenses are in really fine order. Bonnet is largely free of any stone chipping, in all honesty. Come down the near side of the car. Alloy really good on there. Panel work down the side, very clean and crisp. I said, if I do spot anything, I will show you, because I do want people to see. In fact, rear alloy, very nice indeed. Just looks like, just caught something there, just a little bit of touch in by the previous owner, but nothing detracts, so I'm going to be very critical of it. Again, likewise on the rear bumper here, just a couple of little scuff marks there as well. Coming around the back of the vehicle, really good looking car. I'll just pop into the boot here a second while I'm here. Boot area is in fabulous condition, it really is. Parcel shelves there and intact, as you can see. But all the carpeted area is in really good condition. Underneath here we have, sorry I'll get there in a second, all the tools, warning triangle, inflation kit for the space saver wheel, all still good and intact there. And then come to the offside of the car, very clean and crisp. So all the alloys are in fabulous order, they really are. The panel work, very clean. So apart from, one or two very minor little touch-ins there, it's certainly one of the cleanest I've seen on this age and this mileage. But externally, very nice order. Right, just coming to the passenger side door card there, pretty much looks like new, just only tiny amounts of sort of any wear on there at all. I'll come around the other side in a second where the sun's not glaring at us quite so badly. Passenger seat, again, just does look like new there. And then coming to the back, rear seats, again, in absolutely fabulous order. Driver's door card, as with the other one, very good condition. Sill area is all really nice. And driver's seat, as you can see there, pretty much unmarked. So inside the car now, obviously the engine's running, as you can no doubt tell. I just quickly pan down here, full owner's manual pack from new, and the original Mercedes locking wheel nut set which came with the car. Dashboard pretty much looks like new. It's in fabulous condition, it really is. Very nice looking dashboard, climate control system, as you can see there. All the gaiters around the auto gear box lever in fabulous order. Multifunction steering wheel, and then just pan in there, you can see 91,379 miles. There's no warning lights, just low fuel light currently on the car, but a car that's in really fabulous order. Right, this is a quick road test video. This is for a Mercedes. Now this is a C180 Kompressor SE. Mileage is 91,300 and the registration number of this car is FG07RWY. The reason for the road test, as brief as it may be, is just for any prospective buyer that thinking of coming to see the car. We like all our customers to see our cars in operation prior to coming to see us. That way, if there's any issues with the vehicle, we can relay them back to you and just give some feedback, and then it's up to you as to clearly whether you want to come see the car, hopefully so. The road tests are also done on the same roads locally as any potential buyer might be test driving the car. So you'll see they're very quiet roads. There's no sort of town. We used to operate out of a city centre, and it was a bit of of a nightmare in all honesty, especially during busy times of the day. But this is 1:30 in the afternoon and there's hardly a car to be seen. But clearly the road test then should be representative of what you should feel yourself. So coming back to the car itself, just a brief background to the vehicle. Car's been very well maintained, as you'll probably see from the advert. I think it's 8 or 9 services in the service book from memory, most of which has been done at Mercedes. Lady and gent that part exchanged the car, because this car's come in on part exchange, and just bought a Lexus from us, which is what we predominantly sell, so Lexus and Honda. But the car's nice enough and good enough to be on our forecourt and offered on through the trade. Engine of the vehicle pulls really, really well. Just a touch of the throttle, and it gets up and goes. It's got plenty of oomph to it. Very, very sweet, very quiet. There's no warning lights on the dashboard, just apart from low fuel at the moment, of course. But in reality, it's the engine is very, very sweet indeed. Loads of power to it. Informed by the last owner that it was, on a run, it would give an excess of 40 to the gallon as well. So, it's clearly a nice efficient engine. Engine goes through to the gearbox, very, very slick shifting. There's no thumps or bangs even when you put it in from neutral into gear. So it seems to be very little wear within the gearbox at all. Germans generally do very good shifting or shift quality in their gearboxes, and this is no different to any. In that sense, it's very, very, very smooth. The car's very quiet. There's hardly any wind noise from the vehicle at all. Obviously, if there's any damaged seals or poorly fitted windscreens, then on the car as quiet as this, it would manifest itself straight away. But it's very, very, very quiet in here. Brakes on the car, absolutely rock solid. There's not a hint of vibration or pulsing. When I hit the brake pedal now, it just pulls up nice, square and true, and suggests all is in good order. Car tracks really nicely. There's no vibrations coming up from the steering wheel at all. It's a nice power steering system, nicely weighted. Compared to a lot of modern cars, actually it has a degree of feel as well, which is a real rarity in itself. But I genuinely can't detect any wear in the steering or the chassis of the car at all. The car rides absolutely beautifully. Very, very, very smooth riding car, actually. But again, what I'm looking for in these videos is just signs of sort of wear that I can relay back to you. And generally, chassis, what we're looking for is things like sort of, you'll hear it going over a bump like I'm going to do now, hopefully, right there. But what I don't want to be hearing is kind of secondary noises, these kind of metallic noises, which don't render the car unsafe, would probably pass MOT, but it just means you might have a sort of a worn bush in a sort of like a track rod end, a drop link, or suspension struts might be a little bit worn. But it's very, 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 very tight. The whole car has a real tightness, which in all honesty comes from a well-maintained car that's followed the foot service schedule. Clearly that's what this car has done, and it's pretty much on the nose. So look around inside the car. It's not been cleaned yet, but it's very, very, very clean. I mean, literally just a hoover out, that's all it needs. All the plastic's in fantastic order. All the switches that I've pressed thus far have worked absolutely fine. Electric windows, electric wing mirrors, ventilation system, air conditioning system, all works exactly as it should. Pixelation on the dashboard, absolutely perfect. There's no nothing on there that doesn't work exactly as it is intended. Very nicely laid out dashboard on these. Very natural driving position, easy to get comfortable. Seats maintained its firmness and its bolsters are really good. Look at the dashboard now. Got a temperature showing it's 80 degrees Celsius, or just a fraction above, which by all accounts on a Mercedes is exactly where it wants to be when it reaches operating temperature. The only thing I haven't tried on the car, it's got a Bluetooth function, and there is a code in the service book for that. That's untested, so I honestly don't know whether that's working. That's not me trying to get out of it not working. I simply haven't tried it, so it may well do. But in essence, a very, very nice car that drives really, really, really well. You know, I don't just tick boxes on these videos. If there's something wrong with the cars, I do say about them. So if just because there isn't anything to relay back doesn't mean that I'm evading the issue. I never do. If there's something on a car, I will tell you about it. But in all honesty, if you want to drive or buy one of these cars, this is a very, very, very fine example. If I've missed anything out in the road test, then do please give us a call, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.